So today we're going to talk about the difference between eukaryotic cells, animal cells and plant cells, and prokaryotic cells, bacterial cells. Let's start with animal cells. So there are 5 structures that we need to remember when we're talking about animal cells. The first is the cell membrane. This is permeable. It controls what enters and leaves the cell. Second is the cytoplasm. This is this blue area encased by the cell membrane. And the cytoplasm is where chemical reactions take place. Then we have 3 types of organelle. The first is the nucleus, where we store genetic material, our DNA. Then we have ribosomes. These are where protein synthesis takes place. And finally, mitochondria, where respiration takes place. So how are these different to plant cells? Well, in plant cells, we have 3 extra structures to remember. The first is the cell wall that surrounds the cell membrane of a plant cell. It's made of cellulose and it strengthens the cell. Then we have these green organelles. They're called chloroplasts. They contain the green pigment chlorophyll and they're where photosynthesis takes place. And finally, we have this white space here called a vacuole. It's filled with cell sap and it keeps the cell turgid, so supports its structure. So those are eukaryotic cells. Now we're going to look at bacterial cells, prokaryotic cells. So bacterial cells still have a cell wall, a cell membrane, and a cytoplasm. But there's some differences in how they store their genetic material. It's free in the cytoplasm rather than encased in a nucleus. There's also some circular rings of DNA that are present called plasmids. The differences between eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells are summarised here. So eukaryotic cells are much larger at 5 to 100 micrometers, whereas prokaryotic cells are 0.2 to 2 micrometers. Plant cells have cellulose cell walls, whereas prokaryotic cells have a peptidoglycan cell wall. Prokaryotic cells don't have mitochondria or chloroplasts, and the DNA is free in the cytoplasm rather than in a nucleus. And finally, eukaryotic cells divide by mitosis, whereas prokaryotic cells divide by binary fission. Let's put this learning into practice. Can you name the 3 parts of a bacterial cell, A, B, and C? Secondly, can you give one difference between the structure of an animal cell and a bacterial cell? And thirdly, can you name one structure that's found in a plant cell but not in a bacterial or animal cell? Good luck.